Good morning and welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. Stress-related illnesses. Do you know that 75 to 90% of all visits to primary care physicians are for stress-related problems? 75 to 90% stress-related problems. And who has control over stress? You do. You create the stress by not accepting whatever the situation you're in, by worrying about the past, by worrying about the future. Worry, fear, stress. And what does stress do? Stress causes physical illnesses in your body. And then what do? We go to the doctor and we get a pill. And what does the pill do? The pill doesn't cure the ill. The pill just deals with the symptoms. So you're killing yourself because you don't trust. You don't trust what? Well, first, you probably don't trust yourself, and maybe you don't even trust God if you believe in God. But some people say if we didn't have a God, we would have to create one. And some people believe we actually have created one. Maybe we need to believe in something greater than ourselves to relieve us from this stress. Some people call it a fairy tale. Some people say it's all made up. Maybe it is, but what does it matter if it works? All great men of courage and men who have accomplished great things, most of them, probably 90 to 99% of them, had faith in something greater than themselves. And just as your stress is related to not trusting, you're not believing that someone or something is taking care of you. But if you're sitting here today like me, I'm 62, maybe you're 24, maybe you're 18, how have you managed to make it to where you are? Somehow, some way, you have been taken care of by something. Now, let's say that there isn't a white-headed old man up there in the heavens, God pointing his finger at us, but God is some type of intelligence, energy, combination, whatever. I have no idea what it is. But it lives in you and it lives in me. It lives in everything. It is the essence of all that we see, all that we experience. And if it's in all of us, it's somehow taking care of all of us. What if this was heaven? What if the earth and where we live is heaven? And you say, how could that be? Well, who makes it a hell? You do, by the way you think. Heaven and hell is an inside job. I've been to hell, and I've had heaven here on earth. Man creates that. The wars, who creates the wars? Man creates wars. Who creates peace? Man creates peace. We will never have peace on earth till each person has peace within himself. Because all the wars and all the peace and all the wonderful things and all the terrible things comes from within each person. You are responsible for the wars here on earth, as well as you are responsible for the love that happens here on earth, for the kindness, for the joy, for the giving, for the philanthropy, for your lack, for your abundance, just as I am. I've been going through a season of lack. And I have to ask myself, what is lacking in me? I call this a character building process. I look at it as a way to increase my character and integrity, because it's easy to be honest and straightforward and good when things are going your way. But it's a little more difficult to do when things aren't going your way, or at least what you think your way is. It's easy to cut corners then. It's easy to not do just quite a good job as you usually do. But you have to press on. You have to live with integrity during the hard times and the good times, if you want more than what you have. How can you be deserving of more if first off you don't trust, and second, you can't hang tight with your integrity during the hard times? You have to ask yourself, who do you trust? What do you trust? Do you trust yourself? Do you have faith and belief in yourself? Your faith and belief in yourself is directly correlated to your faith and belief in a higher power, in God. If you're angry at yourself, it's the same thing as being angry at God. God is in you and God is in me. That's the only place I see God. It's inside of each of you, in the animals, the earth, the people. I kill, I destroy. That's what it says in one of the religious texts. I, God, do all these things. Yeah, who does those things on earth? Me, you, men and women. That's who does it. That's who makes things wonderful sometimes, and that's who makes things terrible sometimes. But it comes down to believing and trusting in something greater than yourself when things don't go well. And when you don't, you're stressed out. Have I been stressed? Yeah. I've been stressed quite a few times in my life because I didn't believe things were going to work out okay. And when you think about it, why was I? I've been here all these years. I've been through a hell of a lot of challenging times, and I somehow made it. Why don't I trust more? I really don't know, but it's a lack of faith. But each time you get through one of these things, it does increase your faith a little bit more. Maybe just faith in yourself. Maybe you don't believe in a God, and that's okay. Whatever works for you. But I find myself that it helps, that I believe in something greater than me is guiding me. You could call it your higher self, the part of you that you don't understand, the part of you that really runs your life, your subconscious, which they say is connected to the superconscious, infinite mind. Many of the great scientists and inventors and famous people of the world have talked about that, how they connect with that mind, how ideas for inventions and different things seem to pop out of nowhere. Universal intelligence. You could call it that if you like. It really doesn't matter what name you call it, but if you believe you're connected with something greater than you, it definitely relieves the stress that you have in your life, and you believe that it's working for you instead of against you. Especially in life, if you can look at things with the perception of life as happening for you instead of to you, things seem to work out better, because I do believe you create your own reality by your thoughts and your actions. And it's amazing how many people don't believe that, when everyone knows that each action is preceded by a thought. So be careful what you think today. And I gotta go to work and I'm thinking it's gonna be cold. But will I feel better at the end of the day? Of course I will, because I did something I didn't want to do. I mean, I want to go to work, but part of me doesn't want to be cold. But I know that by facing challenge and being a little uncomfortable, as men, we feel better about ourselves. So find something uncomfortable to do today, and I'll guarantee you it will make you feel more fulfilled as a man. Have a great day. Take care.